Hello to my Capricorn friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, let's go ahead and get this reading started. Looks like you're ready to pop. I don't know why that came out. Okay. Time is fluid, so if it's not resonating now, it might later, it might not. I don't know. Don't try to force the situation though. If it's not resonating with you, it's not resonating with you right now, okay? It cannot and will not, this message, it just won't resonate with everyone, okay? It won't even resonate with everyone who has a Cancer sun sign. Like, we all lead such different lives. It's just impossible, you guys, okay? Can everyone take something from this reading? Probably, if you're open enough. This first part of the reading, it's to kind of weigh in on the situation of the energy that's heaviest, mostly coming towards me, right? So it's not that it's just one situation. There could be a few different situations I pick up on. But I always say that it's for those skeptics that are like, how do I know if this reading's going to be for me? Well, here you go. Here's a little bit of a foundation. See if it resonates with you. If not, you can move on after that if you want, or move on before that, or whatever. You're not going to hurt my feelings. There are a lot of other YouTube readers out there, and I always say I'm just a messenger. So, like, just like these readings aren't going to resonate with everyone, me as a reader, I'm not going to resonate with everyone, okay? It's just impossible. And to expect anything else is a little bit naive. Okay. If you do, if you vibe with me, if you like this, go ahead and like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you want to be notified of my live readings. And if you're feeling it, if you're wanting a personal reading, I do offer those. So feel free to email me. My information is in the description there, okay? I'm looking for one more card for you here. This first deck that I use is just a playing card deck for now. Oh, that's a lot. We're not taking all of those. That's a lot. What was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh, it's a playing card deck. So, it's what I have for now until my actual tarot cards come in. So, here we go. There's lucky number 5. So, yeah, I'm working with what I got, okay? I was going to wait, and the divine was like, nah, just get started. So, I'm here. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, this is pretty cool. I'm liking the energy here. What we're starting with is the 10 of Pentacles, and this is in the upright. When it's like this, and my little marking up here is upside down, or I mean, right side up. What, you guys know what I mean. If it's up here, it's in reverse. This one though, it's in the upright. 10 of Pentacles is like, you're at the top, baby. 10s are often like the completion of a cycle, right? So maybe you're getting ready for a new promotion, or like, it doesn't have to be just like money and career. It can also be, maybe you just bought a new house and it's like a dream come true kind of thing, or you just bought your dream car, okay? Or these things are right on the horizon, but it's like, it's the tops. You've reached the top of your mountain there, okay? In that material, financial kind of way, you did it, okay? So maybe what you need to hear with this is it's time to celebrate, okay? So go out, whatever it is. I always say to people, like, we're really great at celebrating others and their achievements and, their level ups and things like that, but we're not so great at coming back into ourselves and being like, heck yeah, I just did that. And then recognizing ourselves, right? So, like, do something for you. If you want to do like a little mini staycation or something, bring your friends into it and be like, yeah, you guys, I just got a promotion. This round of shots is on me. I don't know, whatever the case may be, you're looking good, okay? The next one is in reverse. It is the Jack of Wands. So with this, um, you know, Jacks as a person are like, I'm not feeling so much you, but it could be. It's, you know, young or immature or childlike, you know, young at heart, that kind of thing. So it could be that kind of person. And you know, to kind of expand on that, you know, they're enthusiastic and they're trustworthy and just all around good people. Now it is in the reverse, so it could be that this person's being really stubborn. Again, whether it's you or someone else, I feel like it's kind of 50-50 at this point. Sometimes I can kind of read whether it is you or someone else, but with the collective, I feel like it's 50-50. So you'll know based on your story who this is. Um, and if it's you being stubborn, that's your block, okay? That's what you need to work on. You being stubborn isn't going to get you anywhere, okay? It very well could have gotten you this far, but it's not going to help you in the next cycle, is what I'm hearing. So you've mastered this time and you've done really, really great, but you're starting a new season. So maybe this is what you need to let go of in this season in order to progress to the next one, right? And if it's someone in your life, you just need to know that, like, I'm not getting the vibe that this is a bad person or that they're bad for you. Um, but you need to understand their vibe with you, okay? Like, again, if this is another person, you know, they're kind of immature, they're kind of stubborn. They probably do still bring a lot of happiness to your life, but you also have to know, like, you know, if you're not in a good mood or you're not feeling it or whatever, maybe they're not the best person to hang around with at that particular moment, okay? Again, take with that what resonates. Don't stretch it to fit anything. Just understand and move on, okay? The next one is the Queen of Swords. So with this, I often feel like a mama bear kind of vibe, right? Like super protective. Maybe you're protective over this person, even though, you know, they're not always like, I don't want to say on your side. They do seem like they're always on your side, but maybe they're difficult to deal with sometimes, right? But you're still really protective about them. And you still really have that loving, nurturing, caring vibe between them, okay? So, yeah, it's not a bad thing. You just have to know, you know, sometimes there are boundaries to set, and maybe you haven't been setting boundaries with this person, but again, to move forward, it's like, know where you stand with them and stand firmly. That's what I just heard. So again, take it as you will. The next one is in reverse as well. Actually, the next two are both swords. The next one's not in reverse, but this one is. So 6 of Swords in reverse. Now, again, reverse I see as blocks most of the time. So 6 could be, it could be pain in a love situation. 6 could be love situations. It could be just a lack of communication. Or maybe, oh, this is what I just heard, okay, you guys. Maybe it's a tough conversation that you have to have here and you've been putting it off. So now that's become a block because you don't want to approach it. I don't know if you're scared, if you're, you know, somehow fearful. Maybe you're stuck in your protectiveness and you're like, you know, maybe I don't have to talk to them about that. It'll just kind of resolve on its own. No. This is saying you need to step up to the plate. Okay? Have that tough conversation. It'll bring you guys closer, okay? And if it does push them away, if it does bring your fears to light, it's just something that you have to go through, okay? But we have to go through these tough things in order to really grow in life and to get where we're going, okay? So don't let your fears hold you back. Okay. The last one is the 8 of Swords, and this is in the upright. So I feel like you've been enduring it for a long time, this pain. You've been just kind of letting it happen. Again, it's that protective thing there. Like, oh, it's okay. I can handle this. I know that they're going through a lot more. They're going through a lot worse. So I can take the brunt of whatever they're, if it's joking around or whatever. It's okay. It's fine. Eight of Swords. This can also be like a. Okay, that's kind of funny. I was seeing like movement in my head, right? Like moving away from whatever this situation was into a new era again. But I was laughing because it's like what am I wanting to say? It's taking that action in communication, right? So it's, again, stepping up to the plate. Be in your power. Don't shy away. And say what you need to say. Okay? We're going to leave that part of the reading here, okay? I feel like we've gotten a pretty good grasp of what's going on. It might just be for a very specific subset. If you want to, stay tuned for the next part, which is the guidance and what you can do. Sometimes it doesn't always just have to be with this situation, right? It could be that someone else watching maybe could give a hoot about the first part of the reading, but this second part of the reading really does vibe for them and does provide some value. So I don't know, check it out. This deck, I feel like, gives more, it still jives with like traditional tarot. It's still, I can relate the Wands, Cups, Swords, and Pentacles, but I feel like it gives some guidance, okay? So it kind of gives you ideas of what you might want to be working on, okay? A little more specific than just, you need to go talk to this person. Make sure you're in your power, blah, blah, blah. And again, that first part, it's a lot of intuition right now, especially because I'm not working with an actual tarot deck. But that one really wants to pop. Okay. So, yeah, as I was saying, this is, I feel like it comes more directly from the divine, okay? And sometimes it just gives clarity for that first part sometimes for some people. Okay. So I usually go for 3 on this. I'm looking for one more for you. Right now we have the cups out. So we didn't have any cups in the first part of the reading. So I'm interested to see what the divine is guiding you towards, because that could be the key for helping out your situation, right? Is to kind of get more into your emotional space. So let's just see. Yeah, the first 2 cards are both of Raphael, which has to do with the cups. So this first card is the Page of Raphael. And as a person, I do feel like this is you, okay? Just kind of coming into your emotional space, that kind of thing. It says this person is gentle, loving, dreamy, and open-hearted. That's beautiful. But I feel like you've been covering it up for a while. So let's see what the card says. It says a new emotional situation. Yeah. Messages regarding relationships or social invitations. Great intuitive insight. Okay, so first off, listen to your intuition. If you mama bear it all day long, that mama bear has a strong intuition. So, your ego, your pride, it might default to just being protective of that person and being sensitive with them and kind of tiptoeing on eggshells sometimes. But your intuition is probably telling you it's time to deal with this shit. I don't really like cursing all that much, like in the public sphere, but maybe that's just how it needed to be worded for you. I don't know. The second card is also of Raphael. We have the 6 of Raphael. And I mean, you can see it's 2 kids, a whole lot of green in there. I don't know if green means something to you, but a lot of green. A lot of these cards are very vibrant, and all kinds of colors, are like a trifecta of colors a lot of times. But this is just a lot of green, very focused on green. Take that as you will. This card itself says, embrace your inner child, new friends or rekindled relationship, children or childhood. Okay, So we were talking about how this other person is younger. So maybe it is a child. Maybe it's one of your kids, or maybe not. Maybe it is just an immature person. Um, and I'm not really feeling new friends. You could come into new friends. You can have new friends every single day, right? Um, but I am feeling that rekindled relationships. Like almost this relationship has been a little bit off kilter and maybe not balanced like it should have been. Um, take that how you want to, but that's what I'm feeling. You're rekindling it, rebalancing. Um, yeah, that's what I'm feeling there. So as far as that emotional realm, that might be very new to you. You might not be very versed in staying open and in staying in your heart space and being in tune with your intuition, that kind of thing. Um, so, this is spirit saying, hey, it's time to work on that. It's time to work on your relationships in particular, not just romantic, but definitely platonic as well. Um, work on coming from a space of love and get into those feelings more. Start to understand your own emotions because that understanding will help to push you into a whole new world, is what I'm hearing. It gets you into a whole different understanding, and your perspective can change. And because your perspective changes, your world changes. Okay? So, something to work on. The last card here I have in this part of the spread is the King of Michael. Michael relates to swords, and we did have a lot of swords in the first part. So I do feel like, again, this is you. So we have you twice here, okay? This one says principled, rational, ambitious, respected. And I do feel that for you. I do feel that that's the kind of person that you are. You're that queen in her power. You're the king in his power, right? Another way to look at this is counterparts, because you have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, right? However, take that as you may. If you have a romantic relationship, or you might be on the brink of a romantic relationship, it could be that divine partnership, right? So I'm hearing, just for those particular people that'll hear that, stay in your power. And just know that it's something special and be open to it. Because if you're not like super open in your emotions, it's kind of hard to fully feel this, and you might just kind of let it pass by if you're not really open to it. So maybe open yourself up to that, okay? As I was reading it at first, though, I'm gonna keep going with that. If this is you, we're just continuing with this essence of you. It says wisdom and objectivity are important now. Stay in your integrity. A situation that calls for honest and open communication. Yes. Yes. You are needing to stay in your power and communicate these issues of whatever's going on here, okay? Communication is key. And come from your heart space with that communication. It makes a drastic difference, People are way more willing to listen and way more receptive when you come from a loving place, rather than just like a place of criticism, or maybe you have some, pent up anger or resentment or things like that. Figure that stuff out first before you go in, and try to let go of those negative feelings, because it's just going to push this person away, okay? But definitely get that communication flowing. It's necessary. Okay. The last part that I like to do is with this Dear Universe deck by Sarah Prout. She's a really great spiritual leader, and it's like 500 want to pop out. Okay. All right. They're worded more like a prayer, or a communication directly with the universe, and we're guided there by the universe. Like, I really like the divine, I want to say divine guidance, but that's what I feel like the other deck is. It's like a nudge, a push, but much more focused, okay? It's the universe telling you what you need to communicate to the universe to get what you want from the universe. I just love it. It's a great way to round out these readings, okay? So your card today says, or for this week, I should say, says, Dear Universe, may I embrace radical self-compassion and release the need for control. So be it, so it is. Okay, let's hold that up. If you want to, like, take a screenshot or write it down, I don't know. But that way you can use it, right? Throughout your week. If you get into this heart space and you focus on compassion for yourself, a lot of times that trickles into the rest of your life. I can say from experience, it radically changes the way that you communicate. The people around you will likely notice a very big difference. I'm just saying from personal experience, yes, this works. I can hear your doubts. I can hear your fears. They're like, self-compassion, what the heck does that have to do with all of this that you just talked about? Everything. Has everything to do with it. I don't know if there's some self-worth issues going on here, but self-compassion is a great start to healing pretty much any blocks that you have, okay? So the divine led us here. I'm going to leave it there. Work on that self-compassion, get that communication through, and, work on loving that person. I know you already do. So get there, work from your heart space. That's all. All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you all being here, and I hope that that was helpful. If you did enjoy that reading, please do like, comment, share this video. Hit that notification bell if you want to come back for some lives. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. All right, love and light to you all.